If you are brand spanking new to reaching out to brands and pitching to brands, you've never done it before, and you're probably on this channel researching, this video is going to help you because it's really going to walk you through like the do's and don'ts of that first outreach email. When I say outreach, it's you reaching out to the brand, right? Oftentimes brands will also come to you. That's different. That's more like of an inbound when the brand comes to you. I'm talking outbound. I'm talking you going to your brand and reaching out to them. I have tons of resources just in this YouTube channel alone, all on pitching to brands. And I love helping creators who are just getting started. So when you are starting to put together, you're sitting down, you're like, I want to reach out to a brand. I want to start, pitching, so to speak. I can do this. So the first do is to understand that you do need to do your research. I worked on the brand side for a very long time. I received pitches from influencers and creators like you. And let me tell you, the ones that got deleted the fastest were the ones that were a copy and paste template, which I knew you sent to 100 other of our competitors, okay? We're not dumb. We can tell when it is copy and paste. Now, I'm not saying that you need to handwrite long emails from beginning to end, but you do need to do your research. You want to go on the brand's website. You want to look on their social channels. You want to say, certain things that is not only going to get their attention, but make them feel special. Have you guys ever had a brand reach out to you and they're like, hey, Nina, I just saw this YouTube video of yours, or I saw that you spoke at this conference or something. I'm like, oh, personalization. They're making it, personal, or they're helping me potentially fill a need that I need. So it's the same thing, guys. When a brand reaches out to you, I know you don't want them to copy and paste and send a spam email to you. So don't do that to them. Personalize those pitches. The second thing that you're going to want to make sure you watch out for is your tone. A lot of times creators either come across way too casual or way too formal. And I think it's a hard balance, right? Because you want to be a professional, but you also don't want to be like, dear sir or madam, like a super uptight. You want to be warm and friendly, but not too casual, right? So too casual would be using casual tone like XOXO or OMG, I'm so excited, love your brand. You want to make sure that these emails have the appropriate tone. So just again, remember, not too formal, strict. You're not writing to this corporate CEO, scary person, but you're also not writing to your best friend. If you are also writing your pitches, make sure to proofread them, guys. Proofreading is so clutch, and there's so many tools available, right? Like Grammarly and all the spell check functions. There's really no excuse to have typos or sloppy emails anymore. So those are just, again, little tweaks that you can look into. Now, if you are pitching, I know people get really excited and they're like, I want to follow up right away. The brand hasn't responded. Hold your tone. Hold the roll here, okay? So if you send an email, right, you need to give it some time. You have to be patient, right, before you follow up. Make sure you calendar the importance of following up so that you don't forget that, because creators tend to forget the follow-up process, especially in the beginning. They're like, oh, I sent an email, the brand didn't write back. I guess they said no. And I'm like, no, you need to follow up, but don't be too hasty in your follow-up. So if you're going to be following up, give it anywhere between 5 to 7 days to reach back out. Again, you don't want to follow up any sooner than that. It can definitely come across as a little bit too hasty. Also, when you're pitching in the beginning, you may be like, can I just send this pitch whenever? I would say, if it's a holiday or after work hours or even on the weekend, I would wait. And the reason is like, if you're going to pitch, again, a PR agency, let's just say a public relations firm, chances are they're not in on a Saturday, and that pitch is just going to hang out in that inbox. And then by the time it gets to Monday morning, they're not going to see it. Same thing with like long holiday weekends. I've had creators pitch during like Christmas time, like in that weird, time between Christmas and New Year's. Again, probably not going to get responded to because of the timing. So timing is also important, guys, to be aware of. And sending like emails after work hours as well, you're not going to get potentially that response that you're looking for. Also, make sure you're pitching at the preferred like communication channel. So what do I mean by that? If, let's just say, you found out who the marketing person at your favorite brand is, don't hit them up on their personal IG DM. This is not professional, right? Find them on platforms they want to be reached out to. Maybe reach out to them on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is made for that type of networking, or reach out to them via their work email. You don't want to reach out to them via like a private email as well. So those are just little things that people kind of in the beginning don't necessarily know. Should I not? I say don't reach out to them via personal email or personal social media, and always make sure it's through work. I get this question all the time, Nina, should I attach my media kit on that first pitch email or should I wait? I always say attach, absolutely. Make sure that PDF is compressed and in a good file size for deliverability, or if you want to include a link to your Google Drive or Dropbox, whatever works for you. But definitely include your media kit, because here's the thing, it's that first impression, y'all. If they get that email and they click that media kit right away and they see, wow, this creator is really good, this is going to help you with that response, getting that response from a brand partner, especially if they're not responding. Don't wait to put that media kit in. And definitely don't talk money in your first pitch email. That is super tacky and you're like coming off way too aggressive. Imagine you just like emailing someone out of the blue and you're like, hey, I want to work with you. Here are my rates, blah, 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 blah. No, they don't even know who you are, right? They're not even ready to ask. You want a brand to ask you for your rates. You want them to come to you. So that's a major don't when you are starting off in pitching. Now, if you guys are interested in working with brands, you want to hear what that email maybe sounds like, I'm doing a training where I'll be doing a role play. I'll be reading some emails out loud so you can come and check them out. If you're interested, it's free, it's live, it's fun. I will include the link below so you can join me on my next training. And I think the last thing is don't get discouraged if you hear a no, if you don't hear back. Remember, it's also a quantity game. You want to make sure you have a certain number of pitches out there, because imagine if you pitch 3 brands, of course, you're not going to have a good response rate potentially. If you pitched 40 brands, then you can analyze, oh, okay, why didn't this do good? How many responses did I get? How many brand deals did I get, right? So don't get discouraged. Rejection is a part of it. Getting ghosted is a part of it, right? So just remember to be consistent and persistent. And I will see you guys in the next video.